There we go. Boof! Oh, I escaped the sinner's judgment this time, guys. I don't know how long I can keep gallows hopping here. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. I'm revisiting one of my favorite mono blacks. I was building some other decks, and I said, man, I don't even want to be playing this. I was building a mono green, and I was building a haste, and I was building a Rakdos, and I was building a this or that, and I said, man, I just want to play the murder decks. I just want to play those gain and drains. So, the last one I played like this was actually a Golgari. I've just said, you know what, the green is a bit redundant, man. Let's just focus on what we do best, which is just MTK, man. You know what MTK is? Murder, death, kill. So, we're going to focus on that with this one then, guys. Mono black, gain and drain, murder, death, kill. Before we get to the shakedown break, and I'll show you this one, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what that is? Tenderly press that like button. Gently press that subscribe button. Or else, guys, the like and subscribe will come and devour you. Yeah, he's right there. Oh, they're spamming him in the chat right now, the like and subscribe. It's right down there. Just tenderly push that button for me. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. With first streamer shout out to Roxblood. How you doing, Roxblood? He is new to MTG. Say hello to him. You can check out our Discord community. We'd love to have you there. Check out all the latest news and information, Kamigawa spoilers, all that good stuff. And of course, this deck, and all the other ones that I built are available down below on my AetherHub. So go check that out on there. So what are we looking at here? What are we looking at? The Sacrifice Black Destruction deck here. Pretty simple and straightforward. Down in the streets, they call it murder. Cursebound Witch. This is an Alchemy deck. If you do not absolutely positively cannot tolerate Alchemy and you can't have it done, you can put any kind of early one in here. You can put an Eye Twitch in there. That would be fine if you don't want to do Cursebound Witch. It helps get you similar spells. You could put a Forsworn Paladin if you want. You could do that. That's no problems there. But Cursebound Witch helps us get access to a lot of gain and drain abilities that we have here in the later ones. Curse of Leeches, Black Cat, Bloodhunter, Bat, and of course the big ones, Cruel Reality, Torment of Scares, and Trespasser's Curse are the really, really, really powerful ones that we want. She is great sacrifice fodder to help us ramp if we do Warlock Class. That's going to be the case there. Not Warlock, but Deadly Dispute. She's great sacrifice fodder, and we're going to really benefit from losing creatures. I'll show you how. Duskwielder. Everybody sleeps on Duskwielder. My shadow alone will slay you. I call him an honorary vampire. 1/2, 1 drop, 1 black drop, and he boasts for any color. Target opponent lose 1 life and you gain 1 life. I love this. I love to pair him with early aggression, gaining life, draining life. Putting that life differential down on the board early on is very important. You put him with Reaper's Talisman, 1 black down, and then 2 to equip, and then when he attacks, he can potentially do 3. They lose 3 life and you gain 3 life. And he's got Death Touch, so nobody wants to block him either. Even if they do block him, you can make it so that if he dies, they're even punished even more for his death. What you want is the ABC, all bad choices. Anything that they do is going to result in life loss. That's kind of the goal here. You see, we have a lot of early plays. We're pretty aggressive out the gate here with a lot of early plays. Shambling Ghast, of course, we only have 3 of these. You can go 4 if you don't want Cursebound Witch and then switch it out with Eye Twitch or Forsworn Paladin or something like that. Of course, a great early removal in case you want to hit somebody with a -1/-1, or ramp with that treasure. Great sacrifice fodder, great chump blocker, even doing damage going in, man. If you wanted to put the Reaper's Talisman in, just get that life down. We want that life down in drain range. That's the main thing, because our big boys are going to finish it off. Warlock Class, everyone sleeps on this one too, man. Not enough people play this. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, each opponent loses 1 life. That can be unbelievably useful in going into this, because you're going to have a lot of your creatures dying. It's almost a guarantee that you're going to have a lot of your creatures dying on your turn. You can make sure that your creatures die. And it's that steady life over 5 turns. If they're losing 5 life a turn along the other life loss that they're doing, you're really going to change things around. Then, of course, you get a free card draw. You get to look at the top 3 cards and then put the other cards in your graveyard. You can start to stack your graveyard with what you want. You might want to put creatures in it because we have the Graveyard Trespasser who's going to eat creatures out of the graveyard. And, of course, that's going to cause life loss. And then the big banger here, I've won a few games, long games on this one. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life they lost this turn. So that's cost 7, but with the amount of treasure and mana that we can put down, we can do that. That means if we damage them 7, if we damage them 3, and they lose 3 life on top of that, then at the end of our turn, they're going to lose an additional 6. That can end the game quick with Warlock Class. Deadly Dispute is your sacrifice outlet that you're going to want. Do it to anything. Cursebound Witch, Shambling Ghast, hell, do it to Duskwielder. And don't forget, guys, you can crack the Reaper's Talisman open with Deadly Dispute. You can crack a blood token open with Deadly Dispute. You can crack open a treasure. Any artifact or creature will give you 2 more cards and, of course, put another treasure down, which is unbelievably useful. Solid card. Probably going to be a staple in mono black decks for a long time to come. Graveyard Trespasser. Oh, she's a hungry girl, isn't she? 3/3, 1 black and 2. She has ward, discard a card, which is always useful if they're playing really fast and they want to get rid of, they want to target it. They're gonna have to discard a card to target it. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, exile 1 card from their graveyard. If the creature card was exiled this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So we have Graveyard Hate in case you're running into those Lier decks, those Spirit Disturb decks. Any one of those is going to be very, very, very deadly. It's going to start really pulling their options out if they really want graveyard stuff. And of course, the main thing is Gain and Drain. In her Nightbound form, she's a 4/4. And what that means is you can exile 2 cards from any graveyard, yours or his, when they attack or come into play, if she's Nightbound, and they will lose 2 life and you will gain 2 life. So you can imagine her with the Reaper's Talisman and cards in the graveyard, just swinging in with a 4/4, they're going to lose 4 life and you're going to gain 4 life. That is incredible. We want to get that powerful black Gain and Drain off. And she will certainly lead the way. She's going to be our big bruiser. We probably won't win this game. We'll probably win half our games just through life loss and Gain and Drain aspects. We could win more from that than we could from having direct damage be done to our opponent. The effects of the life loss are probably going to be what's going to close it off a lot of the time. Hero's Downfall, simple removal. I prefer a Planeswalker and a creature removal. You're never going to not have 2 black mana, so it's no real issue to have that 3 cost in there. It's going to be very, very useful, so make sure that you stock some sort of removal in there. Tried this deck earlier without any removal. Didn't go as well, so I really figured that I could stock that in there. Marauding Blight-Priest, Vito's daughter. She is going to accentuate all of the damage that we're doing. Everything that we're doing, she is going to make it worse. So all of these effects where we're gaining life and they're losing, it's going to trigger worse on them. It's going to accentuate it. 3/2 Vampire Cleric. It will power up that thing, all that life loss. I mean, if you're gaining 3 life, each trigger, each time you gain life, so if it's multiple triggers, each trigger gets an additional life loss. Fantastic stuff. 3 of her. I think people sleep on her. I wish we still had Vito, but we'll have to take his progeny. Death and Destruction, my friends, that is enough. And then, of course, Sanguine Brushstroke. There isn't really a good hard swap out for this one. I wish there was for you in case you don't want to play Alchemy. The best that I can probably give you for a good swap out is something like Fell Stinger, which is a good drain card that you can do on your opponent and sacrifice and have a death touch into play. There's a few other ones. There's Nighthawk Scavenger. That's a good vampire to swing in and do damage with. You can put more removal or massive removal or anything like that. You can pretty much put anything that you want that you really feel is effective. I would say Nighthawk Scavenger is probably not a bad choice. However, what Sanguine Brushstroke does is it conjures a blood token and it conjures a creature named Blood Artist, which is a 0/1. Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, that player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, 2 black and 1. And then whenever you sacrifice a blood token, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Again, again, all of these aspects, as you can see, there isn't a card here that doesn't have sacrifice or lose 1 life and gain 1 life. That's the whole aspect of this. Again, I had built one with green in there, and I just felt like, meh, it's not focused enough. We need this thing to be an absolute stiletto dagger into the side. We just need to hit him right on the side there. So that is absolutely amazing. Again, if you're sacrificing creatures, if you're losing creatures, Blood Artist is absolutely going to drain the hell out of them. No pun intended. He is a vampire. He will certainly help. And of course, we can always sacrifice blood tokens and gain and lose, accentuated by Marauding Blight-Priest. And of course, we have to finish with the Meathook Massacre. Whenever the Meathook Massacre enters the battlefield, each creature gets -X until the end of turn, where X is amount of play with 2 black. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and whenever a creature an opponent controls died, you gain 1 life. You can kill your whole board with a Blood Artist on the board or something like that, and win just off the gain and drain. If you have a wide board, because Blood Artist will trigger, even if it dies, it'll trigger all the other creatures that die. Okay, so if they lose life and you gain life, you can do a 1 and potentially kill tons of creatures on the board. And if you have still a Marauding Blight-Priest on the board, or potentially a maxed out Warlock class, or they're just going to lose 1 life for the Warlock class or something like that, you can gain and drain out. That is an absolute finisher, Meathook. It's not just a wipe. That is a win condition card. The way we have our deck set up with Meathook. It is an absolute win condition card. So, that being said, we put 2 Hive of the Eye Tyrants in case we need to swing in with a little bit of menace. A little bit more graveyard hate, too. It will eliminate more things out of the graveyard, too, so that does help a little bit. And, of course, 21 Swamps. We look at our mechanics here. Nothing more than 3. 2.1 average. I would say that this is kind of an aggressive deck. It's a very aggro deck. It drains them fast and it kills them fast. 17 creatures. Remember that some of them are conjuring creatures, so it's really more like 21. But there is a lot of spells and secondary effects that we're going to be getting off, so don't worry about that low creature number. 7 instants, 2 artifacts. Heavy on the enchantments we will be hitting here, and especially if we get some of the more powerful spells, the enchantment spells out of Cursebound Witch, we'll have even more enchantments out on the board. 23 mana. Probably more than we need, but I drought more than I flood, I think, so I think that's more than enough, especially with some of the high-level stuff in Meathook needing a lot of being resource-heavy. I think that's going to probably be the most effective way. Horizontal gang, there you guys go. 1, 2, and 3, not much to see in the horizontal here. We have a lot of 1s and we have a lot of 3s. 2 is kind of in the middle. Really, this guy can be anywhere from 2 all the way up until wherever the hell it is. So, really, our only 2 play is Deadly Dispute and Meathook Massacre completely blank with 0. So, we really have 1s and 3s, which is kind of a unique structure for a deck. All said and done. Of course, we have our attachment cost is 2. Ideally, we'll want to play 1, attach, put that down, attach for 2, something like that. And of course, all the treasure generation that we can potentially have from Shambling Ghast and Deadly Dispute, we can get everything that we need to max out all of our efficiency and tricks and traps for this one. So let's get into rank. Let's see if we can make that final push towards Diamond. Here we go. Black Diamond, ladies and gentlemen. Black Diamond. Oh, looks like you guys are getting a bonus game. Coffee is for closers. That's actually a pretty good hand. Oh, he played blue. He played a Hall of Storm Giants, guys. You know what that means. What's up, Veta Dovahkiin? The name is Dovahkiin. So people absolutely hated Alchemy when it came out. They still, I mean, unequivocally, they just, for some reason, people had an absolute negative, and it was mostly the subreddit. I don't know why. There's nothing wrong with Alchemy. It's a fine addition. People just lost their mind when it came out. It was kind of sprung on everybody. It's kind of a new system where they can change the cards as they go. So it's people just, yeah, people are dumb, man. They just overreacted way too much to it. There are people who are like, I will literally never play Alchemy. I'll uninstall the game before I ever play Alchemy. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to Magic the Gathering. This is nothing could be more worse than this. You know, and it's just, it's too much, man. People just went overboard with it, you know. Hey, thank you, STUMFA. Hold on. Let me hit him with the art, guys. Hit him with the STUMFA art. Fading Hope. Very nice. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't, and some people were rational. They were like, it's not really for me, man. I don't really feel that, you know, whatever. And some people were like, this is the end of the world. Nothing worse has ever happened to Magic. I'm uninstalling Arena. I will never buy a Wizards of the Coast product as long as I live. And that's a bit much, I think. Like, people just absolutely went nuts, man. And if it wasn't your thing, like, cool, man, it's not your thing, you know? So, but people just lost their mind over that, man. Oh, the economy, where's my wilds back? How could they do this to me? Like, which is vengeance. It's a digital only change. That's what they did, man. It's digital only. So people freaked out about the fact that it was digital only. They just were like, "Oh my god, it's digital only." Like, "Oh." And it's like, man, it's fine. Like, we're, you know, I think this is Azorius Spirits. I thought it was Azorius Keys. For real? Yeah, people just took it too far, man. They just took it way too far, man. Hey, good night, everybody. Good night, Zyme. Sith World Order, I owe you a first-time streamer shout-out, my guy. I absolutely do. So don't forget that. Rock's Blood was right there, so I just went with him right away. I don't know what instant he has in his hand that he doesn't want to play, but he certainly has one. He's down to 8. Divide by 0. Ooh, that hurt me. That hurt me. Judgment. Oh, you can swing in with Judgment now. Okay, good for you, man. is not going to help. Vanquish the Horde. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Kill everyone. Yeah, man. Do it. Do it, man. Kill everyone. What, he got counterspell? Let's eat that Faithbound Judge out of there. Yeah, you don't need that card. That's for suckers, man. Let's do that. What instant do you have, bro? You keep pausing on an instant, man. He keeps pausing on an instant. He has something. He has something. Let's take a Meathook. He has something, my dudes. We'll wait on that. Next. And turn. Oh, we went night mode on it. Let's do that. Okay. Let's do that. You got any creatures in there? No? I'll eat my own creatures then. I don't give a shit. Eat the Cursebound Witch and eat a Shambling Ghast. Eat all them people, man. There you go. Eat that guy, eat that guy. There you go. Gonna Storm Giant me. Block with the Storm Giant. There you go. Put down the Duskwielder. Alright, now down to 3. Yes. There we go. What you got for me, my guy? You got something good for me? No? I don't think you do. You got something for me? You got something for me? Let me know, man. Man, you ain't about that life, bro. You ain't about that life. Should have waited. Yeah. Should have waited, my guy. Drop the Meathook just for fun. Oh, used to be a content creator, Sith Wardle. That's really cool, man. All right, perfect. No, if you want to do it that way, Raven, we can definitely do it that way. I think I might have changed my stance on that. Oh, okay. If I can make enough money from Magic the Gathering and buy an else, okay, yeah, I'll do it. That means I did it the hard way, you know. That means I did it the hard way. I earned it. Well, it's going to be many a day before that happens, I'll tell you that much. Bye, Righteous Valkyrie. Good luck storming the castle. Buggyman, you have an actual buggy? That's awesome. I would expect nothing less from Buggyman, 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 Buggyman. Outdoor Grain. Well, I would hope it's Outdoor Grain. Venerable Warslinger. Look at that guy. That's a funny guy right there. Alright, let's do it. My turn. Sorry, buddy. We're going to have to consume the sweet flesh of this angel. I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. Now that is a deep cut. Do you know what that's a reference to? If you know what that's a reference to, bro, you're deep cutting right now. That is an old video game where that's a reference. Very obscure reference to an old video game. Ooh, look at that. Huffrey Ghost Forge. Let's create a treasure token. I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. Oh, Max Payne. He got it. He got it. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You guys are amazing, bro. You know all the early the early 2000s, late 90s deep cuts, man. I'm never disappointed in my chat. Ever disappointed in my chat for that one. You know all the deep cuts, guys. Because that is an obscure reference, man. This is one boss says that, and then it's on a TV show. It's on one of the TVs. You were born in 99, Clever Sounds. That's too young, man. That's too much. You're doing too much, Clever Sounds. I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels. Yep, that was freaking Max freaking Payne. No one tell him we use Google. I think Sith World Order. Oh, it's MJ Conray. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. A lot of people have different Twitch and YouTube names. Rip Apart. You can give me that one. (1980) born, '90s house song. Ow. Yeah, that's a little bit of black box, man. Remember Black Box? Everybody. Everyone knows that song. Your mom is a Zoomer. Yeah, that's you guys, man, you guys kill me. Oh man, 2001. See, oh man, well, look at this big bastard here. Look at that return pass caller. Okay, you can't do nothing, man. If you attack me, you're dead. Buy Outdoor Grain. Turtle power, man. Listen, if you were ever driven to soccer practice or karate practice in a minivan in the 90s while your mom had on the greatest hits of the 70s, 80s, and 90s there today, some medium tempo 90s dance music, and easy listening on, that was the 90s, man. That was 1996. All wrapped up right there, man. With a Magic deck in your pocket because you didn't want to go to do whatever you're doing. You wanted to play Magic instead. That was my life. I lives this. Easy Light FM, yeah, man. Had all the easy hits from the 70s and 80s and the 90s. Maybe they throw in a dance track every now and then if they're feeling Gin Blossoms. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. See, you come for the Magic and you stay for the 90s nostalgia. Yeah. Remember that one? It's centrifugal motion. It's perpetual bliss. See, that song in my head, this is relevant to Magic because that song played constantly while we were playing Magic. Like, that was on the radio constantly. Like, what was that, 97, 98? That was like when I was like hardcore into middle school and playing Magic. Constantly, you're at your friend's house, his mom's got that playing on the background, like on a loop, man. This Kiss, yeah. Easy Country, that's what it was. Another Meathook. Back when Magic was the baseball card. Yeah, exactly. The strip mall, man. I showed this in one of my old videos. I showed the strip mall where I had my first draft in, man. In Coral Springs, Florida. That's where I grew up. Yeah. When you want to play Magic, you had to go to a place, find people, buy cards, and then use the actual cards to play Magic. Any flat surface we could find. If there was a flat surface that was at least 3x3, we were playing Magic on it. And being that it was like 97, 98, there was only that many Magic cards. Magic had only been out for 5 years. Mine's gone too. I just know where it was in the mall. And probably all the cards we were playing on the concrete, rubbing them up and down on the concrete and dog-earing them and picking our teeth with them. And good lords, you got kicked off of Pompano Beach. I don't even want to know why you got kicked off of Pompano Beach on Zyme. I don't want to know why that happened. I kind of do want to know why that happened. I think I know why it happened. I think I know. Well, I have an idea. Man, in 1998, Magic had been out for 5 years, bro. That's it. That's all there was, man. We were playing with alpha and beta cards because they, Black Lotus was worth $700. That's it. That's all we had, Brad. He might Doomscar me. Oh, okay. I thought it was for the other reason that people get kicked off the beach, Zyme. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Add one white card to your mana pool. Tapping this artifact can be played as an interrupt. What about Circles of Protection? What about banding? What about horsemanship? Oh my god, guys, we're going deep cut. We're going deep cut, man. We're getting the deep cuts tonight, boys. We're doing mono black and 90s deep cuts. Confusing as Thaco. 2-hit armor class 0. What a bad system that was. Hallowed Haunting, there it is. Wedding announcement. He's going to lose 1 life. He's going to lose another life. Thaco. I played AD&D. I played AD&D from way back. I was so happy when 3.0 came out in like 2001, man. It was so much nicer. Sinner's Judgment. Gonna lose life there. Boof, boof. Alright, so what we're going to do is this. 2. Auto pay. Mankini. Oh my goodness. Alright, Sinner's Judgment. He's got 1 more turn. I think I can kill him next turn. I think I can. Let's see. I think I can kill him on my turn. So he's going to do that. So he's going to swing in. Let's make sure he swings in with everything so he doesn't have a blocker left. Okay, so we're going to do this. Bang, bang. My turn. Okay, yeah, I can definitely kill him. Definitely kill him. We craft the amulet. There we go. Boof! Oh, I escaped the Sinner's Judgment this time, guys. I don't know how long I can keep gallows hopping here. Oh, yes. Sorry, I wasn't watching chat that one. I was mostly focused on not losing to Sinner's Judgment. I've been trying to avoid the Sinner's Judgment for a long time, and I've still dodged it. There we go. That's a sin, but hilarious. Blade Singers. I'm trying to catch up. Okay, Levolution. That's a pretty good summary of what's going on. That's a pretty good summary of what's going on. That's cool. Campolo 6/6. Execute Campolo 6/6. Let's put down Duskwielder. No colors anymore, man. I want them to turn black. As I see the girls go by, dressed in their summer clothes. Do you know what happens, guys? I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. Yeah, I'm never going to do one of those either. First of all, let me tell you, light theory or paint theory. Yeah, black is every color, black is the absence of color, depending. So let me tell you, I'm bad at artifacts. I've never been able to get my heart around them. I'm just bad at artifact decks. The colorless, I'm just... Hey, Planet Black, good song. Eam, that's my favorite song of all time, Eam 102. Welcome, my guy. You just coming in and random off the street to say hello? Alright, you know me from YouTube. You know what I'm hoping we see? I am hoping that we see some, triple color support. You know, and I'm gonna do a video for things what we hope to see in Kamigawa, man. That's one of the things. I hope we see some more triple color support, man. We ain't really had any triple color love since Ikoria, and I think it's time we got back to that, man. Just strolling on Twitch. Well, go check out my YouTube. We're the fastest growing YouTube Magic the Gathering channel on the internet, which is 100% true as long as you don't look it up. So, you know. Ooh, I don't like that. Them bars. We're number one. We're number one. Oh man, Raven's laying out all the Raven's laying out everything here, man. We have a fun time here, man. We got a real fun we got a real fun chat. We have a good time. I'm glad you're here, man. We were just talking 90s nostalgia. And I think every true Magic player is very nostalgic for the 90s. Even if you weren't alive, you're still nostalgic for the 90s. Yeah, I think that's important to recognize. Whoops, I accidentally attacked with Blood Artist when I didn't mean to. Oh well. Angel Unity, that's not a very good grab. Let's just go for it, man. I might Meathook everybody after this, so screw it. End times. There we go. We got you now, man. We got you now. Voice of the Blessed. Okay. Okay. What's he gonna do? He's gonna swing in. Another Vob. Another Vob. Resolve. And they're gonna gain life on me there. I'm going to need to get some more removal here. Really screwed up by hitting the attack all button, and that was a misplay on my part, losing the Blood Artist. I think he's cuffing a Doomscar, which is a terrible idea because it's going to make me lose. It's going to make him lose life. So I'm not entirely sure what the goal is there. Oh, Baleful Mastery. Oh, nice. 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 Okay. We're going to hold steady. Starnhelm? Yeah, if it's Starnhelm, I'm in trouble. It's Haunting Voyage. Oof. See, I should have attacked with Graveyard. I didn't expect that, but the smart move would have been to attack with Graveyard. One K. No, it's not. Where'd you get that from? Oof, I got close there, man. I hope he does a full swing. That would be really funny if he did a full swing. Man, that's too bad. That's too bad. I messed up. I might have had him with that that other whatchamacallit? With that other I attacked with that blood guy, and I might have had him down. Oof, close one, man. Close fight, close fight. I like that, though. I like that, though. Good game, though, man. Good game. It was my mistake. It was totally my mistake. It was, it was totally my mistake. If I would have kept that other Blood Artist, I might have been able to drain him out. And I hit attack all instead of just attack with that one, yeah. Totally my bad, guys. Totally my mistake. But no worries, man. I'm streaming at the same time, so I'm trying to watch chat at the same time as playing. Yeah, I mean, the guy had a pretty decent deck. He had a mono. Oh, I guess he had blue in there. I mean, it's clerics. I got pretty close on him, you know. Yeah, if you're thinking about getting into it, if you think that you'd miss it and you'd have a good time, man, you don't have to play hard. It comes back to you, man. I've gone and off Magic for 25, 26, 27 years now. And each time I come back, I always think that I can't do it, but I always come back. All you got to do is read the cards. The cards tell you exactly what they do. You know what I mean? Opponent goes first with this hand. No, thank you. That's much better. Keep. We'll drop that. Usher of the Fallen. Do this. Do this. The man missed his man. Oh, okay. I was like, the man missed his mana drop? Ain't gonna be looking good, bro. Kragan Intimidator. One of these. Well, people get worried, man. They get worried. They say, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know what all this stuff, new stuff does, man." You don't got to worry about what the new stuff does. It says it right on the card what it does. What do the Brits say? It says what it does on the tin. When something is self-explanatory, that's what they say. They say, "Oh well, this one says does what it says on the tin, man." You know. There we go. Reading the card explains the card. Yeah, that's what that's what the prof says, isn't it? That's his thing. Yeah, that's what the prof says, man. Reading the card explains the card. I like profs videos, man. I watch a lot. I watch a lot of profs videos, man. Even though he doesn't like arena and he doesn't like the sky, like the Skyrim pro tip. Yeah. Fresh start, man. Fresh start. Do your color challenges. You know all the free codes you can get for free cards, right? He's gonna swing in. Oh, you're in for a treat then, my guy. You're in for a treat. There's plenty of free cards, yep. I'm going to gain a life. He's going to lose a life. He's going to lose a life, and I'm going to gain a life. There we go. Can someone give him the link? You playing on Arena, or are you playing on phone? You playing on you playing on mobile? Or you playing on the other thing, whatever that thing's called? PC? Yeah, it's easy to do it on PC. No, the free codes link, guys. There you go. Oh, looks like he got gained and drained out. Funny how that is. Yes, I knew I could pull it off. That man was dead on his feet. Didn't even know it. Alright, boys, we're going to leave it there for tonight. Let's take a look at catapult fodder. Wonderful. The word of the day is going to be murder. Just like the crows. Until next time, guys, this is a fun black deck. I think this is probably the final form of my mono black. I don't know. Maybe I can sharpen it up even more. Stay tuned for the Shakedown Breakdown. Don't go anywhere. We're not done yet, boys. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.